Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Smee45. We are with Fourth Quarter Gaming, one of the up and coming Madden streamers. He is very big in the directory. You might not think it, but I think so. I think he's doing great, wonderful things inside the community. Um, we are going to let him introduce himself and get to know a little bit about him and try to push some light towards him and let him take off. Go ahead, Fourth.
Well, as you know, he said my name is Fourth Quarter Gaming, aka Fourth Quarter Worthy, aka your favorite Madden bum, aka the smoothest playlist on Twitch. Anybody want to have a song battle with me? We can do it. We're not talking about hip hop. We're not talking about. You want to have the smoothest song battle? I got that playlist for you. That's me.
Ooh, that's a tough one there. I think Shop might have something to say about that.
I told Shop we could have a song battle. I told Swain Games we could have a song battle. I told Lauren WKR we could have a song battle. Whoever want a song battle with Fourth Quarter Gaming, we could do the song battle. Man, that's why I got my robe on. The champ is here. The song champ is here. They don't want. But how you doing, Mr. Smee? How life treating you, brother?
I am very good. I'm happy to have you on here. I'm glad you jumped at the opportunity of it because it has been rough getting it going, but now we got it going. People are starting to jump aboard. This takes a couple people to get it going. But like I said, tell us a little bit about you and what kind of got you into gaming world, streaming.
Okay, a little bit about me. I'm 36. I'm an old man. I got 3 kids. I got a wife. I'm a full-time bus driver. Not driving right now, obviously, due to the pandemic, but I am here. I'm in an interview. I'm actually playing squads right now with a couple of the guys. And they're like, where is Worthy? He's not talking. But, I've been playing video games since I was a kid. Like I said, I'm 36. I've been playing video games for probably 30 years now. It's just an escape for me. I'm not a drinker. I don't like being out in the club scenes or getting myself at risk to get into trouble. So whenever I feel like, I need to escape reality a little bit, pick up that controller, baby. Get you out of all the trouble you need to get out of right here.
Got you in streaming. And what really drove you to getting into the mix of it?
Now, when you say getting into streaming, do you mean full time, as in being known name in the Twitch community, or you mean
just overall, just coming into the wanting to go live, to push that live button? What really brought you to wanting to push the live button?
Okay, so originally it was literally me and a couple of clanmates talking smack to each other. I'm better than you in Madden. No, I'm better than you. Yo, I'll tear you apart. I'll stomp you out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, play me right now. Play me right now. I guarantee you I'll wear you out. Everybody else in the party like, ooh, I want to see stream it. What stream it? I don't even know what streaming is. And then it's like, yo, go download Twitch. Go download Mixer. Go download something, bro, and just get out there and start streaming. So originally, I started out streaming out, for the homies. I started streaming out on Mixer. And then it was okay, but then I started looking into it and what streaming was actually about or whatever the case may be. And that's when I came across Twitch and what Twitch was about. And I had known about Twitch because I got Twitch Prime. So I would get my Madden patch from Madden Daily Drops, aka MDD, now known as GMM, Good Morning Madden. So I'm like, you know what? Let me look into this Twitch thing. And then when I got into the Twitch thing, I like the way Twitch interacted. I like how you had that slight delay rather than people knowing exactly what you were doing right at the moment you were doing it. I felt like the interaction with the people were better. The viewership and the people following came a lot quicker. And then I still didn't take it that serious, but then I became affiliated and things started growing. And last year I got hosted a few times from EA. And I'm like, wow, there's people out there that's recognizing me. Maybe I need to take this a little bit more seriously, be a little bit more professional, and next thing you know, it took off, man. I was like, I love people. I always been a people person. I've been in the customer relations business and 20, 22 years or something like that. So I'm like, all right, yeah, this is being able to talk to people is something I like to do. Being able to help people out, being able to give people advice, being able to make somebody's day brighter by telling them a joke or doing something of that nature. So I was all for it. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And just seeing the reaction I got and seeing, having people say, yo, even though in my eyes I know it's not true, but having people like, yo, you my favorite streamer, you the best streamer I've ever whose channel I've ever been in. Oh, you're my favorite streamer. Oh, this is the best experience I've ever had in watching somebody stream. Like that made me be like, you know what, keep going, because there's people out there that you need. Hey man, I don't know what I would do without you. Hey, that advice you gave me yesterday saved my life. It saved my marriage. It was great advice. Hey man, because I done been through it all. So, there's not a lane in life that I have not been through that I can't have a conversation with you about. So once that was the situation, and I was all for it. I'm like, yeah, I can do this, and I want to be a part of this, and this is something that I can see myself doing. As long as my thumbs don't get arthritis and I can still do this, baby, we playing video games.
Definitely. I mean, I definitely have seen it take off. I've been in this community with the Madden community for over 2 years now, and definitely you came on to the scene, and it seemed like you started a little slow, but then it just that one day, man, you got that host, and from there it's been out the gate and going up. But definitely like you can see it in your chat. You are very interactive, and you give it. You're real. You give it to him, man. Like you give it to him how it's supposed to be given. And I think that's what kind of drew me to you when I first met you, and then we started clicking. So this interview gets a little bit special for me, just because we're kind of tight inside the community, and outside of it, we talk and stuff like that. And you're always willing. You're there no matter what. You know what I mean? If somebody needs a DM, they can DM you. You're on it. It might take you a minute to get there, but you'll get it. And that right there goes a long way for somebody, because a lot of streamers don't do that. I'm like you on that sense. I'm always in my DMs if somebody needs to talk, and I feel as bigger you are, like some people forget where they came from, or they never had to grind from where we are. You know what I mean? And I think that makes it a difference between us and bigger streamers that have all the money, all the sponsors, all the other stuff. But and my next question to you is: has your family always been supportive of it, or is it something they're growing towards, or is it a battle? Because I know it's a battle in my house.
So my wife tells me all the time, or when she gets on the phone with her sisters or her girlfriends or whatever, she'll be like, "Yeah, he in there cheating on me again with that damn Xbox." So but she is supportive. She know that this is my vice. Like I said, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't pop pills, I don't go out to the clubs, I don't do any of it. So my one vice is playing video games. And now that I am able to monetize this situation, she's even more supportive. Like she'll talk a little bit of junk here and there. You gonna be on that game for the rest of the night? A la, can I get some me time? So like she got her ways of telling me to get off the game, but for the most part, I'm like, babe, we just got another Twitch payment, and it's not like I take that money and say, well, this is my money because I earned it. Like me and my wife, everything is ours. So
yes.
She's absolutely supportive. She's like, hey, get that money, baby. I'm proud of you. Great job. I never would have thought that you were gonna take off with the streaming thing. My kids are kids. They got an Xbox that they in the other room playing with right now. So they acclimated with the whole gaming community and the gaming system, and you know, they be like, "Oh, Dada, what you playing?" Like when I get a new game, what you playing? I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm playing Madden. I'm playing blah blah blah. Do I have that game? Yes, go check your Xbox to join the game. Who? And they out there and they
Gone.
playing the same things I
Gone.
play there. So, my wife has been supportive of everything that I do. She knows that I'm very smart and I'm very calculated. So if I really say that I want to do something and I want to put my mind to it, she's gonna say, okay, if you believe in it and it's something that you want to do, whether she believes in it or not, she gives me her 100% consent. Like, go ahead, baby. It's all you.
I know that's a huge thing too. I mean, that takes a lot off your back and a lot off the shoulders because I know when I first started it, it wasn't that way. Wasn't I didn't have the support right off the rip. It was because I put so much time into it. And I did. I took a lot of time away from my wife, my kids, and everything because I look at it as a business when I was starting. It takes time to build your community. It takes time to build your brand and everything. And like I feel bad for the time I took away, but now where I'm at now is I have a way I can actually take the time. I can stream for 5 hours and I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm somewhat known and I can do that. When I first started, if I took time away, I felt like I was never going to be seen. I mean, I think that's an everyday thing when it comes to streaming. When you're a new streamer, getting that mindset that you have to just stream nonstop 24/7, and you burn out, and then you're like, oh, and you don't want to do it again.
Yeah. You have a couple good days. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 good days in a row. Then you sitting there and you like, I want to take the day off, and then you like, but are they gonna forget about me? Are they
Right.
gonna remember me when I do come back? You know, so it does get to a situation where you get kind of you feel like you locked.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's how I felt when I took that 30-day break. I was honestly scared. Like I was petrified that I was coming back to nothing and I was going to start back over from square one. And it didn't happen that way. This community came back full force. And I think that's why it's so hard for me to journey outside of it and go play a different game on stream. Like at nighttime, sometimes I've been doing like Call of Duty. Like for me to come on in the morning or something like that, that's Madden. Like that's all it's happening. Like I'm not going nowhere else. And I think that's the biggest reason why is because how accepting this community is and how much the community has changed in the last year. Because when I first started, this community was toxic. Like it was really there was a lot of toxicity inside this community, but there's a lot of new people inside of it now that everybody wants to help each other. They're working together. They're not afraid that one's taken from the other. You know what I mean? They're all trying to push each other to get to the top. If we get to the top, we just dragging the next person up with us. And that's the way,
right?
and that's a beautiful thing because you don't see it. You don't see it in a lot of any of these other directories. If you go to them, the guys at the top aren't trying to pull a small guy up. They're just letting them down there get swallowed alive. They're worried about their own. In this community, we don't really
I
have
mean,
it.
I mean, I can understand the sentiment there, but there are some top guy. I mean, obviously, if you're talking about like the ninjas and the shrouds of the world, no. But there are in our community, in the Mad community, I feel like there's a lot less toxicity and a lot more togetherness, especially like this year than there was the years prior. This year, and whatever the case may be, I say that the toxicity levels are way down. Obviously, your viewers are going to be toxic
Charging
because
battery.
it's the internet and they like to troll. But as far as the streamers themselves, I feel obviously you're gonna have your cliques. You're
Hmm?
gonna have your people that mess with each other, you know. But you gotta sit there. You also gotta do things like look at the opportunities that are built. For me and you, we got
Battery
Hornet.
low.
Hornet came aboard and literally brought us on and have put us in a great community. You got the OG network. The OG network
Charging
are
battery.
doing great things for
Charging battery.
other streamers. Perfect example. When the OG network started up, there was one streamer in that partnership that was partnered. now damn near all of them are partners. So there are cliques, but there's a lot more togetherness and there's a lot more people trying to help each other out than there is, nope, it's all about me, it's all about me, it's all about me. So in that aspect, that's how I look at the community. Maybe I'm blind to the fact, maybe I'm trying to look at the positives on everything, but I like to say that we are growing as a community and that we are getting better at trying to be together and be a team rather than, you know, tear each other down. I think what we got moving forward in the future, starting this year and for years to come, I think it'll be a good situation for us moving forward.
Definitely. I think that's you hit that right on the head. And I think that I think it's a great thing that it's going that way. Like I said, I've been here when it was bad and you just had to grind. You know what I mean? You had to grind out and you were literally on your own. Nobody wanted to help each other. So see where we are now to where it was. I'm all for it, and I'm glad it's going that way. And like I said with you, man, I'm just blown away by like the way your success has happened. I'm like you like I always say, people have there's I always say there's three different types of streamers. You got the ones that got the gaming. They're good at the game. That's what they can do. Can't entertain nothing. They're just good at the game. Then you have the one that's good that can entertain. He's not good at the game. Then you got that person in the middle, which I think you are, is where you have both. I call it the it factor. Is you can entertain and you have the skills at the game. So you get that double whammy, and you get to put that forward to your content, which is I think is phenomenal. And if you can get both of them, I think you got a bright future.
I appreciate it. I mean, I would definitely do my best to. I do my best to try to entertain. I'm not the best at the game, but I'm getting better, and I keep learning, I keep progressing, and I keep doing better each time I go out. But ultimately, especially when it comes to streaming and stuff like that, you gotta have fun. That's ultimately what it all boils down to: is having fun playing the game and interacting with whoever it is that you're interacting with.
Absolutely.
That's what streaming is about. It's not about, ooh, how many people can watch me play the game today and how much money am I going to make doing it. If that's your reasoning for streaming, just get out now.
It'll make you miserable. It'll make you
like
miserable.
Me personally, I would literally continue if I had 100 people in the stream every day, or if I had one person in the stream every day, I would give you the same me every day. Exactly. Like when you see me stream, it doesn't matter how many people are in my stream. I'm literally doing the same thing every day.
And I mean, that's absolutely true right there. I'm in your stream. I'm a mod of your stream. And it's a privilege to be able to do that. But like, it's definitely, I've seen you in there with 2,000 people in there from host, and it doesn't change. Like, it don't matter who's in there. Like, it doesn't, it's, you get 4th quarter every time you step in this mainstream. And you can't.
It's never going to be first quarters, second quarter, halftime, third quarter. It's always going to be 4th quarter, bro.
No, you can't let this guy tell you that he's not good at the game. He might not be fantastic at the game, but he is good at the game. I've watched him.
Nah, when I say I'm not good at the game, I mean I'm not a pro player. I'm not a pro. Yeah. I'm not a pro player, but I can hang with anybody.
He's definitely got the skills of that. Now, if you had to choose, question is like, if you had to choose a game other than Madden, what would it be? I've seen Warzone pop around. I've seen Warzone pop around a couple times, but
I mean,
you have another
don't
game.
Get me wrong. I love playing Warzone with the fellas. I do love playing Warzone. But if we're talking about one game only, like it's either Madden or is this. Oof. I'm just such a big sports. Yeah, if it's not Madden, it's got to be like. Actually, you know what? I like Call of Duty, but I'm not gonna lie to you. My very first shooter was Battlefield Bad Company 2. And I am a huge fan of Battlefield, especially if it's Bad Company. I love Battlefield. I didn't play the last one that they released because I just got tired of the old-fashioned guns and the old-fashioned settings and stuff like that. I'm just like, all right. Y'all done did this for 4 Battlefields in a row. Like, can we get some? Battlefield is probably my favorite shooter game of all time. But yeah,
would that be your game? That be your game if you didn't play Madden.
Madden being my sports game, Battlefield or Call of Duty would be my shooter. Like, so I'm all for that.
Now, the big question is is why did so we all have this debate. I have both systems next to me. I have a PS4 and I have an Xbox. Why do we choose the Xbox over the PS4?
Because I got grown man hands. That's why. No, I grew up playing PlayStation and stuff like that. But the first system that I bought out of pocket was an Xbox, and I loved it. I always felt like I would break a PlayStation controller, and I have, like, getting mad and just like pressing down in the middle of the controller, and the next thing you know, it snap, and I'm looking at the controller like, what did I just do?
That's Madden for you.
That was Madden. That was GoldenEye 007. That was NBA Live, NBA 2K. I definitely had a plethora of games I played before I started streaming. But yeah, I just was always the Xbox guy, man. Like, my friends were always PS4 guys. I didn't want to be or PS guys. I was something different.
I imagine that stays the same going into the next generation.
Yeah, like I will be one of those people getting the brand new John Madden. I mean, the brand new Xbox. I will. I have an Xbox One X right now. I'll get the Series 5 or whatever they calling it, or the Cube, because that's what it looked like. I have no idea what they calling it. But yeah.
Now, so you said, I just caught you right there. You said you played a bunch of games before streaming. So what because of streaming has caused you to not play as many different
as I've gotten older, a lot of the games that I used to play and that I had fun playing, they don't continue to drop titles. Like I said, GoldenEye 007 was super fun. Army of Two 40th Day was another one of my favorite games. Thank you. What was the other gun that had? I mean, the other game that had like the ice cream truck with the clown on top of it, and you
I know what you're talking about. Stuff. I can't think of it. I know what you're talking about. I cannot think of that game.
Yeah, Cruising USA, Need for Speed,
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal. Yes. So
that's all a PS3 game.
I literally played all those games, but it was because I could do what I want, when I wanted, how I wanted, and I didn't have as many responsibilities as I have as an adult and as a father. You get to be older, you gonna narrow down the amount of games you play because the amount of time that you have to play games. If I'm going to grind a game out, I don't have the time to grind out 10 different games. Like, you got Madden, you got 2K, you got MLB, and them just 3 sports games.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And you got Call of Duty, you got Battlefield, you got Destiny, I don't have time. I got 3 kids in the way. I don't have that kind of time to grind that many games out. So it's just pick what works for you, pick what you have most enjoyment playing, and run with that.
I feel you on that because I know, like, I played 2K, I played baseball and all that, and I stayed away from 2K and baseball this year because like, I like to grind MUT, and you know what I mean. I like to grind like, what is it? I forget what it's called in 2K, but I never grinded the card game. I'm always a my player. But there's just you can't play MUT and Madden this year because if you play MUT and Madden this year, you're definitely not playing 2K and all that and all the rest of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just too much. It's too much going on. MUT now, there's so many different things that came now.
Well, not only that. I mean, what another big issue that it boils down to is that money.
Yeah,
I don't have the money to spend on Madden and on 2K and on MLB and on all these other games. Like I don't. If I'm gonna spend money on the game, I'm gonna spend money on the game that means the most to me. It's the same thing with me. Like I've been in a monogamous relationship with my woman for 13 years. I'm not about to go spend money on another woman. If I'm gonna spend my money, I'm gonna spend it on her. So if Madden is my mistress. If I'm gonna spend money on anything, it'll be that. I'm not about to spend money on 7 different games when Madden has the majority of my attention. Like it just, I won't.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. I'm the same way. I kind of wasted money this year on baseball. I played it maybe times and sitting there. But the big question is how. This is the big question. This is the real big question of the interview. How do you feel about Madden and where its state is right
now? Why did it have to be such a complex question?
You want to know? You play the game. You play the game probably as much as I play this game. I probably have 1,500 hours in this. Maybe even more. Who knows? And
can you be more specific with your question, please?
Yeah, I can. So with this year's Madden, I felt when it came out, right? It came out. It felt really good when it first came out.
And then on the beta, when they gave us the 10-hour beta.
Yes, that first came out. It was in a really good state.
Yes,
and then they tend to go into these
superhero abilities.
Not the hero abilities. That's a whole nother subject. But they start bringing out these updates and patches. And my question is would you have liked to see them stay away from patching the game or making the moves that they did?
So I have 2 answers to this question because this is how I am, and this is how I look at things. When it comes to the player aspect of the game, yeah, I kind of would have liked it if they didn't patch the game as much, or if they would have patched the things that actually matter. For example, if I come out in a cover 3, if that quarterback gets outside of that tackle box and he starts to look like he's scrambling, let my purple stay where they gonna stay.
Don't draw them up.
You already got it where that if he gets outside the tackle box, if you got a spy out there, the spy will go automatically without you even having to send him. But now they patched it to where if I try to send him by hitting the right stick, 2 and 3 people go after the quarterback and come out of zones. Like, no, leave my zones alone. That's what I have a spy on the field for. But there's things that they did that made the game good, like patching Eric Dickerson being activated for the whole game. That was a cheat code.
I don't think anybody liked Dickerson at that time.
So, like, literally was a cheat code. So there are positive things that they do, and there are things that, like, come on, man, what are y'all doing? But also, on the flip side of things, the way I look at it is this. As a consumer, as a business, you have to make sure you appeal to the masses.
Absolutely.
So, like, people ask me, like, oh, why haven't they dropped the Lawrence Taylor? Why haven't they dropped the Randy? If they give you all the players that you want as early as possible, what is there left for them to do later on?
Nothing.
Exactly. So if the game is perfect to the competitive Madden player, but the guy or the child who spends a couple $100 a week on packs because they have no responsibilities and they just want to have the new shiny cards that come out, they have to appeal to the masses. So now you got the money to afford to have the best team, but you don't have the talent to play with them players. So what can I do to make the game more appealing to you because you want to spend your money? I got to make it where it's playable for everybody.
It's definitely that way now.
Yeah. Now, should they come out with more than one version where they got or not even more than one version? They should come out with a different mode. Like they should come out with a competitive mode where there is no competitive adjustments, aka DDA, in the game. And then there should be a mode where just your average casual gamer can go in there and play, because with the way the game is now, I can outsmart you, I can outplay you, but if they don't want me to win, I ain't gonna win.
Exactly. I feel that too. I definitely feel that way. I feel like certain X factors, man, they just give you that, give you the ability to keep up with somebody at your skill level. You may be 10 years ahead of this kid, but his X factors give him the ability to hang around for however long. And that's one of the things I really can't stand in the game.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example. I played against a kid the other day. I got a 98 offense, 98 defense, 98 overall. I played against a kid the other day who had a 94 overall. No X factors on defense. I fumbled 3 times with a running back that had 99 carries. Literally, and now I'm out there and I'm hit sticking him with enforcers all day long. Can't cause one fumble.
Yeah, it definitely is one of those games right now. Like I feel the same way. It's like even in weekend league, last weekend I played and I was just bodying the guy. Like defense, he couldn't do nothing, had him locked down. But the game wanted me to lose, so it would just give him certain plays to get him in play to score. So I mean, it's one of those games. But like I said, like I think where we're going and where you're going, where this game's going, I think it's gonna be positive, man. I think it's really gonna be a good thing for everything coming forward.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love playing Madden. I love the fact this is the point that people don't understand. If I strip everything down and I make it bland, where's the risk factor? Where's the let me try something to see if something happens?
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? They have to try things. The X factors, they had to try it to see if it was something that would work. And it works to an extent, but I think I think if they wanted to maximize it and make it where it's not so OP, limit it to like where you can use it on 5 plays. Same thing that they did with the house rules, where they got it where they got the cooldown.
Yeah. The cooldown, I enjoy that.
Play, but then you can't use it for the 5 plays, so you can't spam somebody with stretch or spam somebody with corner ups. Like, that's what it all boils down to. So you have to try things. People are never going to get the best product. They're never going to get the best thing if they don't try things. We wouldn't have electricity if a man didn't go out there with a kite with a key stuck to it. You know, like you gotta try things. That's the only way that you're going to get ahead in the game, and it's the only way you're gonna find out what works and what doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta try things, and I don't hurt them, nor do I mark them for trying. Keep trying. It's what's gonna make you a good product. I think overall the game is pretty decent. It's literally the same thing as Madden 19. Madden 19 was the high point and the swerve catcher.
Yep.
If you would have nerfed those or did something with those, you damn near had a perfect game. In Madden 20, you got the zones not playing the way zones are supposed to be playing, and you got the rollout cheese, and you got the send 8 meta defense, and your offensive linemen don't know how to block. And like you got a running back standing in the backfield that you put in the max protect, and when the rush comes, he look at Jadeveon Clowney run by him like, yo, what's up, bro? And then you just sit there like, well, what did I put him in the block for?
Or the new one they got going where they take the end straight down and don't even come near your lineman and run back up.
it's nothing but things. It's small things.
Yeah, small things to a great game.
Coding. Like if they can sit there and fix those small little things in coding, you have a great game. Right
Yeah.
now, you got a very good game.
Yeah,
But you can have a great game if you fix those things in the coding. It's not where you like, yo, this game is terrible. Like, I can't play this. Like, no. People are still playing Madden because Madden is still
it's superior.
A good game. It's a good game. So, like, there's still stuff that you can do in this game and by playing this game that you can be competitive and you can be good and whatnot and so on and so forth. There's other games that just are unplayable at. Like, for instance, let's talk about NBA 2K. Everybody thinks that NFL 2K is going to be a savior and they can't wait for it to come out because it's going to wipe out Madden and blah, blah. No, it's not.
It's got a lot of work to do.
First of all, it's gonna be a non-simulation game, so it's gonna be more like NFL Streets or NFL.
It's gonna be like a little break. It's gonna be a break from Madden. That's what
it's not. But it's not going to be Madden. It's not gonna be something that you see like this. But you look at NBA 2K and you see they got 30-foot players out on the field because they made it where it's cross-platform with PC, and they got the PC glitches in there and the hacks in there that are causing people like that's where they are going to make or break the game. Yeah. If you cross-platform it, but you leave PC out of it because PC is way too easy to glitch, you're fine and you will be fine. If you add PC in it, you will kill the game, bro. You will absolutely kill the game. So
next segment I want to get into. The next segment I want to get into is I want to do like a little question answer from the chat for you. And I'm going to read the chat off as they come out with the questions. So chat, if you got any questions for fourth quarter, type them in the chat and I'll read them to him and he can answer.
Yeah, I love Q&As.
Waiting for him.
Don't ask me no question about my Buffalo Bills neither. I ain't got no answers for you.
No Buffalo Bills question.
The Bills make me want to shout, kick my head. Nah, we ain't about to do that. We about to do that right now. Hey.
Does anybody got any questions for him? Okay, here we go. So, from Prodigy,
blue cheese over ranch every day of the week and twice on Sundays. But go ahead, my bad.
All right, so Prodigy has asked. He says, any advice for someone new coming to streaming like himself? He's another one of our guys in the Madden community.
Yeah. The number one rule that I always tell people is be yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else. Don't try to be like me. Don't try to be like Smee. Don't try to be like Digital Champion. Don't try to be like J-Dub. Don't try to be like Shotmaster. Don't try to be like Gut Fox. Don't try to be Ninja. Don't try to be Shroud. Don't try to be anybody that you've ever watched. Be you. If you not goofy, don't be on stream trying to crack jokes. That's not you. You know, like, just be you. That's all you can do, and that's all you should do is be you. Don't try to be something that you're not, because people are going to, that's one of the quickest things people are going to be able to recognize is he phony, he fake, and it rub people off. I don't want to be around him. You know what I'm saying?
100%. 100% I agree.
You gotta be you, bro. Like, and people be like, oh, that's just generic answer. No, that is the most valuable answer you can get when it comes to being into the streaming thing. Be you. I give you another thing. If you don't listen to hip hop, don't play hip hop songs on your stream because you're trying to cater to the masses. If you listen to country, listen to country. If you listen to rock and roll, listen to rock and roll. Don't be something that you're not. I don't want to see you on here just bobbing your head, pretending like you know the words and don't know a single word to the song, and you only doing it because you clout chasing. Like, nah, don't do that, bro. Like, be you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't do nothing you wouldn't do when you turn that camera off. Right, if you wouldn't do it with the camera off, point blank, period. Give them who you are. The second thing I would do is just do what you love, man, and make it what you want it to be. Don't sit there and feel like you got to.
Okay, so The next question was, do you believe it? What was it? Do you think they should bring back college OT house rules? And he said, in his opinion, that was his favorite of all times.
Yes, especially, but it all depends. Now see, this is me saying something about the company versus the player. As a player, yes, man, please bring back college rules. That's all I want. I don't want to sit there and have to play full games. As a consumer, I mean, as a company though, I'm trying to get the majority of your time. So I'm going to make you play a full game, or I'm gonna. But ultimately, they're testing things out. They have to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And I don't want to play full games, but I will if I have to. But also think about it like this: when it comes to those full games count towards your series wins. So, granted, you getting those rewards, and it all depends on what the rewards are too. If the rewards is just a token that go into a set that may or may not get me something, I'm not trying to play a full game. But if it's guaranteeing me a 97, 98, 99 card, y'all gonna give me 500 trophies if I complete them, so that I can pull a 92 plus pack, and I'm gonna got the chances to get a golden ticket out of it. Why not? If you're gonna give me 100,000 for the wins, for completing the wins, okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But if you want to sit here and say, hey, we're gonna give you 2 draft tokens for completing all of these games, but you need 4 draft tokens to get a 97 player that's a nat, nah, bro.
All right, so what was the next? The next one is from what the F Gamepad. He wants to know, what other games do you play on or off stream?
I play Call of Duty. I play Need for Speed. I play Apex. I play Battlefield. I play Prominence Poker when I just want to chill, relax, maybe take a sip of a drink and just be in a party chatting up with people. But that's really where I'm at with it right now.
This next question is actually a really good question. This is a good thing I thought of. So this one is, he says, do you think they should add cooldowns to Weekend League? Ooh, I would say yes. Like, that's just me because I get tired of getting spammed.
I mean, this is my thing about that. If you at the point in the state of where the game is right now, you got quarterbacks out here that got hot route master on them. So whether I pick the same player or not, I can pick the same formation and make it look like the same exact play every.
Yeah, that's I think they.
But I wouldn't mind them doing another game mode outside of house rules. Like if they have like seasons, and then they have seasons with cooldown.
Could be something cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but again, like I said, like I made in a prior statement, it's all about testing out what works and what don't work, and see what's going to make what we want to make available the next time, you know, we put out a product. So in Madden 21, will there be a game mode where they have strictly a cooldown type playbook? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it definitely. I would love to see something different. I mean, it gets tough sometimes at the Weekend League though. 'Cause, I mean, people are just, it's nano blitzing nonstop, and like it just gets frustrating sometimes. But the next question is what is the next step for you? Comes from Chi Town Bear.
I want to get partnered, man. Like I would love to get partnered. I would love to be a partner on Twitch, and I would love to be able to. I mean, my current thing right now is to get a PC so I can upgrade my stream and start putting videos out on YouTube. But to become partner would be phenomenal. It would feel like an accomplishment, and it would put me in a position to do even more for my community than I do. Like anybody that knows that I love to help my community out. Obviously, I'm not Oprah like DC, I don't got DC giveaways, but I try to do what I can to help out my community. But that man right there is the of giveaways, bro. Like
he owns his own business. You got to own business. You got a thriving company, man.
and
It's
God
easy.
bless him.
Easy when it's like that.
I be sitting there like, Jesus, this man is phenomenal with the giveaways.
I'll say, can I get some money?
Jesus. You know, like DC is the GOAT, bro. DC
yeah, definitely a good guy, man. He's definitely a good guy.
Yeah.
To see people give stuff away like that, like you don't see that very often nowadays.
Yeah. And he's funny as hell too, man. He got a dark.
You get to check his new intro out yet?
No, I have not.
Wait until you see that on Twitter. That's good. The next question I got is: was there ever a time that you thought about giving up in streaming? If so, what made you continue?
When I first started streaming, like very first started streaming, I never decided, I never thought that I would be able to even be where I'm at now, or be in the position to become a partner on Twitch, like to be partnered with a major streaming corporation. I never thought about it. When it came to getting sponsored by Haunted Esports organization, I never thought there was anybody out there that was going to want to sponsor me or have me a part of the organization. Like none of that happened. And I literally, like I said, I streamed a game here, a game there to just so I could be entertaining for, the fellas that, I play the game with or that I'm day-to-day basis.
And then the next one.
But hold on, I didn't finish. But once I started seeing people that I didn't know come in the stream, once I started seeing other people come in the stream, like, hey man, you get affiliated yet? And they actually started to care about me streaming and wanting me to be in the stream. I'm like, yo, all right, this is something that I should take, a little bit more serious. And I've never thought about quitting after that. Like, by the time I got affiliated and I got my first 50 followers, I never thought about not being affiliated. I mean, I never thought about not streaming. Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's definitely like at first it's definitely something to learn, and then it's a little rough at first because like you think it, like you see everything, you think it's gonna pop right away, and it doesn't. And I think there's a lot of misconception to people that start up. They're like, he's got this, he got that, but they don't really know about this person. Kind of like they don't know about you. That's why we're doing this. They don't know how long you've been streaming. They don't know how long you've actually been putting that work in. They see you running with 30, 40 people and, oh, that's where I'm going to start. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not how it works.
Right.
Like, you start with a big ass zero. This thing is like this. It's like this big. That thing don't move sometimes.
I'm not going to hold you. I never started off at zero.
Neither did I, but I mean, most of the time you do. Like, it's not, you don't jump to 40 right off the rip. You started at 40, that's right. Good.
No, you definitely don't start out with 40 off the rip. I mean, fourth quarter gaming is the Twitch channel. Fourth quarter worthy is the gamer tag, but fourth quarter is the crew. Yeah. So like I have a group of like 15 men that are in the clan. So when I did start streaming and stuff like that, I'd have at least 5 to 6 of them in the stream at all times. So yeah. Like I didn't start, like it was easy for me to get my viewership, accolades done to become an affiliate there. But technically you are right. You don't start with the, I'm going to get 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 people in my stream every time I go live. Like, people, it don't work like that.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a tough start. Like it does get tough sometimes. I mean, like me, I always say I got lucky. Like, because when I started, I was just playing a game. I'm like, you know what, yo, I'm pretty good at this. Let me go put this on here and try it. And that's what I started doing. And then like it popped. Like it was ridiculous. My first year, I soared. Followers, everything. Like I had big streams like you, like in your first year of this stuff. Like I exploded, just kicked off like you. So I mean, but that is you got to keep your head. There's going to be ups and downs in the game, man. Not like if you're up top, you're gonna drop. Look at Ninja. Ninja switched platforms. He don't got what he had over here, but he's got endorsement deals that pick that up. from Twitch. So that's the difference. He got a big ass contract over on Mixer for some bank, and he got Adidas. He got the computer. What is it? Next, I think it is. He got that deal. He's got all types of sponsorships. So that makes up for what he had over here on Twitch. So that's where people get wrong. But he doesn't have the same viewage. So you do see that difference, but he's still making the same money.
Now,
he ain't moving like that.
Now, even though just not how this goes, let me ask you a question.
Hey, go ahead.
Would you give up that viewership for that contract?
Probably. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm gonna look. I got 3 kids myself. I got a wife. I got a house to pay for. So not just because I love all my viewers. My viewers know how real I am. You know how real I am. I don't care if there's 6 people in here. I'm putting my best step forward. And with that, with me, my mindset right there would be to take care of my family and put my family in a better position. So
at this point, bro, it's about security.
Yeah. So to me, that would definitely be my thing, just because I have kids. I got a 4-year-old, I got a 7-year-old, I got a 9-year-old, and like I said, I got a house payment. So that would take care of all that and wipe all that out. So we're not living paycheck to paycheck or working whatever we have to work to make it happen. Hell yeah, right. I got to make that happen. And like, I'm gonna take these guys with me. I'm not gonna say, hey, don't come. I'm like, oh, look, I'm gonna make the switch. I want y'all to come with me. Please do this. Like, I'm not gonna leave them behind. Like, cause that's what got me where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Ninja son, you a sellout, son.
Nah,
you a sellout, son.
I think Ninja tried to do it, but like, I mean, you're gonna still, like, if you look at it, the big picture, like, people harass him for this. So, like, if you look at the big picture of this, he probably said that he probably told these people in his Discord, hey, look, I'm getting ready to make this move. I would love for you guys to follow me, but you're going to have the people that strictly like Twitch, people that strictly like Mixer. And this is how it works. You're not everybody's gonna flow. Some people are gonna go, some people ain't coming. This is how it works. And that's what happens with it. I mean, that's still a platform trying to grow and trying to catch up. You know what I mean? This platform over here is ahead of the game. Like, is there stuff over there I like on Mixer? Yeah, there's stuff I love on Mixer because it's a lot more user friendly. It's a little bit easier than some of the stuff when you first come into Twitch. You got a lot of stuff to learn, and like how this works, how that works, and over there it's not that much because they're not as advanced as Twitch. So I mean,
well, see, also when you come to what the difference is when you go to Mixer. Now, as far as from what I've seen, the difference between Mixer and Twitch is when it comes to Twitch, you got to be a little bit more elaborate. You got to have overlays. You got to make sure that you're not only do you got to be entertaining and be good at the game, but like you got to make sure that visually it pops on the screen. Yeah. That your borders, your overlays, your goals, all of that stuff has got to look good. Yes. Whereas with me on Mixer, even when I did stream for a bit of time, I streamed on Mixer, like I didn't even think about doing none of that. You know, like whatever, just hit the broadcast live button and go.
Yep, that's how it was over there pretty much. I'm like, man, and then like, I mean, that was probably one of the harder things to learn is how to actually put an overlay into that stuff because it's not as easy as it is over there. Like I said, they both have pros and cons to them, but I would say like I couldn't leave here. I mean, I started on YouTube. That's where I first initially started was YouTube. And I grinded over there, but YouTube is hard. YouTube is probably one of the hardest to grow on and traction, man. So much it goes into that. But I came over here and like I said, it grabbed. Whatever I did grabbed and it went. And like I said, like it's not I don't have the biggest community, but I got loyal community. And I'll take a loyal community over a huge community that's not loyal any day. And that's just how I am. Like, I know I got guys that are popping in here every day. They're not moving. They're coming as soon as that live button clicks and they get the notification. They're in the stream. And they're here, like, sometimes for hours. Why are they working?
Bro, I got, like, I literally got one of, like, I mean, obviously every streamer going to say that they got the best community. I'm not going to make that claim because obviously it's dead competition, case may be. What I will say is that I love my community, bro. My community is dope. They just they never cease to amaze me, bro. Like every day is just it's an enjoyment of having them or converse with them, talk to them, or the interaction with them, the generosity, the donations, the bits. They love it when they hear me say, "Oh, so bit, you know, like they love me. You feel what I'm saying? And I love them. You know what I mean? And it's wonderful knowing that some dude that's sitting in the road with a Bills hat on and an Xbox controller could get that much love from people that don't even know him. Right. Like, and I love it.
I think that's the best. I think that's the best part of streaming is people that you get to meet in like different countries and different places. And you ain't never going. Like I know I'm not going to Finland.
Shout out to all my mods. Shout out to all my mods, man. All my mods, all my subs, all my day ones. Y'all super, man.
But I have one last. I got one last question for you. One last one.
Okay.
What is your opinion on microtransactions? You can answer this or you don't have to.
Who asked that question?
Meese Mode.
Jeez, Meese Mode.
I don't know if that's a throw you under the bus question or if that's one of the ones you just like walk away from.
All right. I got because y'all know me to keep it real, so I'm gonna give you a real answer.
Here we go.
I don't find nothing wrong with microtransactions. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I ain't forcing you to buy nothing. When you go in the grocery store, perfect example, I'm pescatarian. I only eat seafood and shellfish. When I walk into the meat aisle, they ain't forcing me to grab that hamburger. They ain't forcing me to grab that chicken. They ain't forcing me to grab them ham hocks. They ain't forcing me to grab that ham buttocks. They're not forcing me to grab none of that. I grab what I want to grab. I take what I want to take. I eat what I want to eat. It's the same thing with microtransactions. They got other ways for you to make money, make coin, and be able to buy the cars. You may not be able to buy them the first day they come out, but the prices will drop as new cars come out. This is literally a company, and you think about it. They got the Beats by Dre. Then they dropped the Beats by Dre 2. Then they dropped the Beats by Dre 3. Then they dropped the Beats Solo. Then they dropped the wireless Beats. Then they dropped the AirPods. Every time they drop something new, the old thing, it go down in price. So it's the same thing when it comes to microtransactions. I'm not forcing you to buy nothing you don't want to buy. If you want to spend your money on it, spend your money on it. There are plenty of people out here that don't have no responsibilities in life, still live at home with mom and dad, got tons of money. There's people out here that are rich, that got money, that don't know what to do with it, and they want to buy cars with it, and they want to think about it. You got NBA players, you got NFL players, they play this game. They got plenty of money. To blow $200, $300 on packs when new cars come out don't mean nothing to them. They can afford it, so they do it. People like me and you, we be sitting there picking and choosing. Like
I'm just watching. I do it once a year. I do it once a year.
Charging battery.
That's during Christmas time. When that promo comes out, is the only time I spend money. I tell you what, I killed that promo this year because I hit Sean Taylor the first day he came out, and I hit Cleo Mack when he came out, both LTD. So
shout out to my power up passes.
Power up passes. Yo, but I tell you what, I would love to see though in Madden, and I don't know if you agree with me, is them to tell us where we put the damn passes.
That would be nice, but let me show you something, bro.
You got it written down. I already know you.
Boom. This is what you're supposed to do with your power up passes.
Yeah, I slipped. I slipped on that one.
You write them down on a piece of paper, and that will tell you where you bought it. But if they had a situation where they had like a little menu button to show you where they were at, that would be huge.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know I jumped on the razor, slid down that thing, and hit the alcohol. I have no clue where any of my passes are.
Yeah, I've been preaching that since day one. Write down your power up passes. Write down your power up passes. When the game get later on in the year, you're gonna forget you. 91 pass at. Where my 90 pass at? Where my 98 pass at? You know, you're not gonna.
I don't remember any of them. But I'm gonna let you close out what you need to say, your shout outs, all that other good stuff, because I'm gonna end the interview and let you get back to killing people in squads like you. So go ahead and fire away who you want to shout out.
First and foremost, let me shout out Smee for this opportunity, for giving me this interview and shedding some light on me and who I am. Shout out to Haunted Esports organization for having the belief in me to sponsor me and want me to be a part of the team. Shout out to Twitch for giving me the opportunity to stream and make a name for myself on a platform where I can make a little bit of money by tapping some buttons on a controller and playing my favorite video games. Shout out to my entire community. Shout out to all the people that I've met over the last couple of years just from streaming. Shout out to all my mods that make you stream and they deal with the trolls so I don't have to. Shout out to all the subscribers, the bitter, also bitter people. Shout out to the people that like to donate money to the stream. Shout out to the people that don't say nothing at all, but just come in and learn for the viewership. Shout out to EA for giving me a game that I can actually sit here and basis. Shout out to EA for helping me grow with all the hosts that I've gotten and the opportunities to do Madden live streams. Shout out to all the people that follow me on Twitter and is building my Twitter community up, which majority of y'all come from my Twitch community. And just shout out to you, viewer, person that's watching this interview right now, that is listening to us talk and do this. Like, we couldn't do this without y'all. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my kids for making this a possibility and supporting me in everything that I do. And last but definitely not least and most importantly, shout out to the man upstairs, because y'all know my motto, waking up is a blessing. Everything else is a bonus, baby.
I appreciate you for it. Thank you for taking the opportunity to come on the stream and do your thing. And hopefully we'll get another one of these here as you grow. And we'll get into some more other things. And hopefully you'll end up becoming one of these Madden pros one time. I'll be able to get you on a Madden Pro interview.
Hey, I might be in the Buffalo Bills club championship.
Hey,
this year,
let's go. I'm looking forward to it.
I might put my pinky toe in the water and see what the temperature is.
I think you need to dip your whole foot in and go get it. That's what I think. That's what I think. I got faith in you, bro. I think you got a lot going for you. I think you got a great personality for streaming, and it's always an enjoyment to come in your stream and just chill, vibe with the music, vibe with the facts, the realness. Because honestly, I don't like being in streams that people aren't real and they're trying to do something not. So that's me personally, because that's the type of person I am. But I'm gonna cut this right here, and guys, stay. I got you. Go ahead.
One last thing I want to say. Shout out to whoever is crazy enough to have a song battle with me on Twitch.
Guys, this video will be uploaded here in a little bit. We'll have it on YouTube, on my channel. I don't know if 4th got his thing going yet, but he does. I'll get the video over to him and he can put it up on his. So we're gonna have that. We have people lined up, guys. We do have it lined up. This is not going away. We have next Wednesday we have Cream. I think it's Cream. I can't remember Cream's last name, but he's a baseball guy. He's also from Haunted. We also have another guy I'm pretty close with. His name is True Beast Mode. He is a great guy. He plays a lot of Call of Duty, but he's also a big youth organization down in York, PA. So that's going to be a pretty good one. And then we have, as of right now, the next Madden guy is going to be Dog, the youngster, Henry, coming on May 18th at 7 p.m. live here. We will have Henry. So that's huge. That's going to be a huge one for Madden. I know most everybody's probably here going to be here for that. Like that one should be pretty exciting. Even like I said, these content creation ones are great too, because you guys get to meet these guys inside the Twitch community, and they're not just going to be strictly inside. Like I said, they're not going to be inside Madden. I'm going to try to get out into like people that do RPG games, MMOs, everything I can get into, I'm gonna get into because I want to spread it on these guys that aren't. You're getting overlooked right now, and maybe not overlooked, but just not getting. They need that little bump. They need to be seen by somebody to get that little bump over to get their average up to go partner. Like Fourth may be sitting somewhere where he needs a little bump. He might get a couple of people from here just seeing this that don't know who he is, and that's the bump he needs, and it takes him over, and he gets partner. That's what it's about, and that's what I'm trying to do. I want to help people succeed. Like if it takes me longer, then it takes me longer. I'll get there. I'm not worried about it. Like it's coming. It'll come when it's meant to come to me. But like I said, Fourth, I appreciate it. I appreciate the time, effort that you put into it. You had fun with it. That's all I could ask from it.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, and God bless.
Peace.
Peace.